unemployment boost plus a bonus. We're going to talk about that. But first, thank you for stopping by my channel for your stimulus check and stimulus package update. Please subscribe to my channel. Please leave your thumbs up and please leave your comments. And I want to say thank you so much for all the support that you give me on this channel. I really do appreciate you allowing me to do this. Thank you so much. Y'all, the unemployment boost and bonus is a very hot topic right now. A lot of states is starting to back off of the boost. They're starting to get rid of it. South Carolina says June the 30th they will no longer offer it. Montana, June the 28th, they will no longer offer the boost, but they will be offering a $1,200 sign-on bonus when you take a job. We're going to talk about that a little bit more later. Arkansas says that they will end on June the 26th. Other states that's ending it is Iowa, Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, and North Dakota. Is your state next? Have you heard anything from your state? Well, in my state, Florida, Ron DeSantis has hinted towards it. He hadn't came out and said it yet, but he is making people get proof of employment search. That's one step towards that. President Biden has said we need to do this. Y'all, I can't blame anyone for taking these benefits. I get it. The government closed the country down and people lost their jobs. But it wasn't their fault. It was the government's fault for closing everything down. I mean, yeah, we had the COVID virus, the pandemic, but still closing everything down instead of using safety precautions, they should have explored that first. But even though it's not your fault, these free unemployment checks and the boost, they can't last forever. Everybody knows that. I mean, it would be nice if they could. It would be so nice if nobody had to work. They just sit at home and draw a check. That would be awesome. That would be sort of like a utopian society. I mean, where no one had to work, everything was provided. That would be like heaven. We'll know that feeling one day. Y'all, there are jobs out there. You just have to go get them. But a lot of people are using child care as an excuse not to go back to work. Y'all, hear me out on this, please. I understand if you're a single mom or a single father and you got 3 kids, it wouldn't benefit you to go to work to get $11, $12, $13 an hour and then have to pay child care on top of that for 3 kids. It wouldn't pay you. In fact, you'd probably be in the hole. But this is how I think they should handle this. Now, granted, I don't have the education they got. Thank God I don't have the education they got, because I still have common sense. And we all know you can't have both. I think they should do this. 1, I think they should end the unemployment boost in September. Not now, but in September, when it's supposed to run out, just let it run out. 2, I think they ought to give everyone a $1,200 sign-on bonus when they take a job. But they would have to keep that job for 2 months before they get that $1,200 sign-on bonus. And they have to let people know this now. That way they can start preparing for it and start finding a job. After ending the unemployment and you still can't find a job because of child care, they should provide a program to help single moms and single fathers with child care for up to 12 months only. After you take a job, not when you're out looking for a job. because you can look forever and not find one if you don't want one. But after you take a job and agree to keep it for 2 months, then they could give you the child care. But this 12 months child care should be on a one-on-one basis. No more mass free everything, because simply a lot of people don't need these free things. They're just taking them because they're free. So take it away from, don't give it to everyone across the board. Let that be one-on-one basis. We have to open schools up 100%. And this would also provide free daycare, because these kids would be in school when the parents are working. It would provide them time to find a job and go to work and not really worry about their kids, because they would be in school where they should be anyway. These kids are being cheated out of their good education by saying they're getting an education at home on the computer when grades are falling all across the country. They need to open these schools up 100% and make kids go back to school every day of the week. Kids can be safe in school. Wear gloves. Wear your mask. Wash your hands often. Separate the desk a little bit further apart. These things can be achieved if they use common sense. Okay, y'all. I know y'all been waiting on this. Here comes the mean Walter out again. I know y'all won't like what I'm about to say, but I have to say it. I have a question for y'all. The people that's using the excuse about having kids so now they can't go back to work. There is child care available. Think about before the pandemic. Didn't you have these kids before the pandemic? What did you do then? Now, I know a lot of child care places are not open. Some of them are. You could also send them to school. A lot of schools are open, not all of them. Or you could get someone to come into your home and watch your kids. Now, I'm not saying you're going to get a professional babysitter, but you can get 15, 16, 17-year-old kid to come watch your kids. And you could put like a nanny cam in your house so you can watch them. And every time you get a break, just kind of take your cell phone out and check in on them. So we can put that to rest, because you can work around it. You did it before the pandemic, so you can do it now if you try hard enough. All states should require you to prove that you are looking for work before you get any more benefits. Florida has already started that, and a lot of other states are about to start it. And I think it's very good that they do this. Y'all, right now, everybody is saying there's no jobs out there. And yes, I understand it may not be the job that you was trained to do. It may not be the job you want. It may not be the pay that you want. But you remember back when Nancy Pelosi kept saying no to everything? Everybody says a half a loaf of bread is better than no loaf. Well, it's back on you now. A half a loaf is better than no loaf. So take these jobs, even if they don't pay what you're used to getting paid, even if it's not the job that you want. A half a loaf is better than no loaf. So right now there are 10 million unemployed people in the United States. But there are 8 million jobs available. Go take one. And I'm not saying you got to go beg and plead for a job. 8 million jobs out there, go take one. You can almost call your own shots. People are wanting people to work that bad. Now, I understand it may not be what you want. This is temporary, just until you can find what you want. And what you want will come available. We don't know how long. We don't know when. We don't know where. But if you keep looking after you get your employment settled, you will find the job you want. Now, I said earlier that you would have to keep your job 2 months in order to get any benefits. That would not apply if you're up in your job level. If you just quit a job before 2 months, you've lost your benefits. But now if you quit a job to start another one, you're safe. You would still keep your benefits up to a year. So y'all, let me know what you think about this. I know it's hard right now. People are not getting the employment that they want. But just remember, it's temporary. A half a loaf is better than no loaf. Y'all please sound off in the comments. Let me know what you think about all of this stuff. And be hard in my comments. I want you to sound off, get it off your chest. Act as if you're talking to your lawmakers, your president, your vice president, the Federal Reserve, the senators, the congressmen, your governor, and your local government. You can sound off on me if you want to, but I would rather you sound off on these people because they're the ones that can make changes. Y'all, if you do it in my videos and everyone else's videos that you comment on, chances are somebody's going to see it, and it just might do some good. Keep your faith in Jesus Christ. He's going to get us through all of this stuff. I don't think it's going to be that much longer. Say a prayer for our country, our leaders, whether you like them or not. They need your prayers to make the right choices, to have the wisdom to help the American people and the world. Say a prayer for everyone hurting around the world through COVID, financial hardships, or any other affliction. Jesus Christ is the only one that can help us now. The whole world needs a healing. Jesus Christ is the only one that can do that. If we all ask Him, He will do it. I love you all. Until next time. Ciao.